This is our day 2 in Patnitop, Jammu. We are staying with Skyview by Empyrean. They are known for the adventure activities that they have arranged here, from gondola ride to mountain biking to ziplining and a host of other activities. So people who love adventure activities, it's a perfect place for them. To make the most of this trip this morning, we came for mountain biking. And they have a proper biking expert who takes you through the process of biking on mountains.
So the bikes है हमारे पास MTB bikes है, mountain terrain bikes, specially designed for mountains. Powerful hydraulic brakes है, ठीक है. ज़्यादा hardly press नहीं करना है इनको, हल्के से आप press करेंगे.
We were given a bag with a kit. It has water, it has juice, there's an energy bar, there are some nuts. Biking expert is going to be with us throughout the route. So we are biking for say around 3 to 5 kilometers. It's a mix of uphill and downhill. Trust me, uphill could be a little strenuous on your body, but downhill is really scary, very scary. So one has to be very careful while doing that. But then this is our dose of adrenaline on this trip. There is a water stream here, so we thought it's a perfect place to take a pit stop and click some photos and catch a breather. So this is us working up our appetite for the upcoming breakfast. We are really looking forward to that. Picnics are rare these days, but Patnitop is a great place for some picnics. So they have quite a few excursions from Skyview Resort. We'll be going for that picnic post breakfast.
We had a very nice breakfast.
Exactly. We actually had breakfast like a king. So for vegetarians they had puri bhaji, dosa and parathas, and for non-vegetarians they have omelets and pancakes and scrambled eggs and sausages and whatnot. So we had a gala time. We had our table full of delicacies. This morning after hike and breakfast, we are taking this gondola ride again because the next agenda is picnic. So our picnic points are Nathatop and Sanasar Lake. Resort as a standalone activity and adventure activities is good enough for a weekend trip. But if you are here for longer duration, or if you are one of those who like to experience places around the resort, then these two places are there. We are going to explore it soon. So coming up next is Nathatop and Sanasar Lake.
The more and more we approached Nathatop, the weather got better and better. We were literally driving into the clouds. It was absolutely heavenly.
Like they say, heaven is a place on earth. This is probably that place.
We took a short break to observe this beauty, the fresh air, and to enjoy the view before starting for Sanasar Lake, a natural water body and our next destination for today.
Sanasar Lake, it's a very quaint, beautiful lake in a basin. So it's a little walk downhill. So we are walking towards the lake. One of the things to do if you are in Patnitop, the route was so good, so beautiful. The roads were a little kacha, patchy in parts, but Overall the view was so beautiful, so we are already redeemed, so everything else after that is a bonus. And that's the lake. Oh my god, it's so charming, so scenic, almost like a painting. So behind me is Sanasar Lake. This is probably the showstopper for today. We had quite a few viewpoints en route Sanasar Lake, and then there were clouds, there was fog, but this is definitely the showstopper, the high point of our picnic today. So this is like 25 kilometers from the gondola terrace point, almost 40 minutes to an hour drive. It's a great picnic spot. On the other side of the lake there is a tulip garden and golf course, so if you have time, it's definitely worth the decor. After the Sanasar Lake, the next item in our itinerary is picnic lunch. They've already set up tables and a little tent, and all the food is laid on a table. It's looking so beautiful. It's like nostalgia overload.
The picnic spot was clearly the most picturesque place in our whole trip. We clicked so many breathtaking #NoFilter pictures here. Just like in the hills, it became dark and cloudy all of a sudden and it started drizzling. We took it as a sign to wind up our picnic and start for our next destination, Good Market in Jammu. We are at Prem Sweets in Kud, an almost 100-year-old sweet shop in Patnitop, famous for their Patisa.
That is how we are going to take Patnitop back with us in a very sweet way. So that's the Patisa in a very desi style. In Delhi we get it in pieces, but this is like, straight from the oven, you can say. I'm going to taste it. Oh man. Oh man. This is the oldest sweet shop here. So I heard a lot about them, but this actually surpassed my expectations. This is little piece of heaven. Melt in the mouth. So along with Patisa that they're famous for, and which is their USP, they have a lot of other sweets too, like Dhoda, Panjiri, Karachi Halwa, Bundi Laddu, and Uttarakhand wala chocolate barfi. So we sampled all of those things. Everything is nice, but what we are taking back home is their famous Patisa and some Karachi Halwa. Here's our booty. So that's what we shopped for. Lot of calories. But for family, so they couldn't be here, they couldn't see all the beauty that we saw, so this is we compensating for that.
We also bought Jammu's famous Rajma from this market and tried Kalari cheese, local form of cheese from the Jammu region. This was served as a layer inside a vegetable sandwich. We just love the slightly tart flavor that comes from the fungus of this cheese. Our monsoon travel vibe continued with the pitter-patter rain on our way back to the hotel. It was sundown by the time we reached our hotel. We had a barbecue dinner and retired for the day. It rained in the night and we stayed up till late hours to absorb every moment of this divine experience. The resort turned foggy after the spell of rain and it looked absolutely magical.
Good morning, this is our third day at Skyview in Patnitop, and the agenda for this morning is to do some adventure activities. Aman is going for a ziplining, I'll be going for some magic carpet ride. We are walking towards the adventure zone, and this is our last day, so we are checking out after breakfast. So we want to actually experience, the maximum the resort has to offer.
Just hold tight, we're up the moonlight, believe in the magic. On side, we'll make make it feel just right. Just look at that bright light. Believe in the magic.
Well, this magic carpet ride feels no less than Aladdin. So this is like a travelator uphill, which takes you to the point from where you start your ziplining. And Aman is going for ziplining. For me, this is the adventure of the day. It is not strenuous. It's like, you know, you are being lifted uphill on a belt. So I think it's like people who are not majorly into adventure activities, even they would enjoy this part.
Believe in the magic.
So before this zip lining session, they are just tying the harness. They are, preparing the people who are going for zip lining, helmet, harness, everything. And then there's going to be a short practice session. So they'll have to qualify that practice session, and then only they'll start this zip lining. And they'll be going through like 10 poles on a wire. So that is going to be a lot of fun.
feet and knees together. जो भी आपका डोमिनेट हैंड है पुली के ऊपर रखना है और स्पेयर हैंड से दोनों लेनियार को बॉटम से होल्ड करना है. हेड को लीन रखना है पीछे इस तरीके से, पीछे की तरफ, पीछे को रखना. ठीक है जी, ठीक है. ये आपका बॉडी पोस्चर होगा.
Aman cleared the practice session and was given a green signal for the actual zip lining.
All the best.
We are told that this is India's longest zig-zag zipline track. Aman did it like a pro and was given a certificate of completion after the session. We had a quick breakfast and packed our bags after that. We thanked the Skyview team for giving us an awesome experience and started on our way to the Jammu airport for our return flight. We hope you liked this video. Let us know by giving it a thumbs up. Please subscribe to Delhi Fun Do's and do press the bell icon to be notified of our new videos.